Okay, so this is the Fences et Dolls. Well, technically, actually, now it's the Scythe project because I've been trying to figure out how to get my things organized and to be able to, present them and stuff like that, and actually be able to talk about them and stuff. What I've got on the screen right now in the upper right is essentially the video I'm supposed to be working on right now. I already put up the little teaser for it and stuff like that. I have recently, just yesterday, did the redid the logo for the game and stuff like that. So I think I actually like that fairly well. It does need to get more advanced in that. Everything has to be basically as advanced as it possibly can be made. So that logo is going to go through successive revisions. It'll probably go through 10 more. I have some packaging related stuff that I tried. It's on the side of the website, the Scythe Project website. I'm also trying to do some skits and stuff like that with skeletons, but everything's just a mock-up right now. It's literally just started a few weeks ago. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the gameplay and demonstrate a few things. So this is going to take a little while to load, and that player start actually didn't start where I thought it was going to start. This is just a research testing ground I have right now. I was working with manipulation of the display environment, and that's what this video is supposed to be about. So essentially, Jewel Box is what is going to get the players around and have them walking. There's not going to be any actual gameplay like what I'm about to do right now. The walking around is not going to be something that's going to stay in the game. I really do like emitters, but they seem to go slow or something. I think emitters really slow things down, so I'm still trying to learn things like that. I think the reflections also slow things down a bit. I know previously if the window was wide open, that light in the background, which is a side light, it's just a regular rectangle light, bouncing off the 17 would immediately lag the system, so I had to go with a smaller window. And also when you first load up, this animation right here significantly delays things. But this is setting things up in scale. So if I walk down here, check things out, if it's a fairly straight route, you don't really notice all the you don't really notice that there's any distortions on the sides or the top and stuff. I'm trying to settle on the actual graphic display system, and the choice of angles, the choice of cameras, how I use the cameras and angles and stuff like that is going to be called non-sequitor. There's a sub-engine to it. Essentially, it's the way that I set up the entire game to be a board game, place card type stuff. Is essentially going to be animatronics. But at the part where it gets to the animatronics, like the people walking around and stuff like that, any of the animations, that's going to be under the Jewel Box system. I call it Jewel Box. So it's a little bit like Jewelry Box, but it's going to be a bit more nicer than a Jewelry Box type thing. So I call it Jewel Box. So those are the two things that I have as tangents when I am developing content for the Kickstart, and I'm trying to do the Kickstart essentially like in December or something like that. I want to try to get at least $50,000 in December with the Kickstart. I'm going out to 5 years for the actual game release because I want it to be a fully fledged game with actual printed boards maybe or something, t-shirts, all that stuff. So that stuff's difficult to get through and wade through. Honestly, I think as a male, I have a more difficult chance doing this kind of thing too. But the game should speak for itself. The quality of my work should speak for itself. And I'm going to be trying to do a lot of 5-minute videos like this. So I literally am at 5 minutes right now. I like the scale, the way it's set up. I like the perspective, the way it's set up, and I am locking this in as the way it looks right now as the non-sequitor system. So I'm just gonna walk around a little bit more, and then in the video, I appreciate any support I get. And oh, I was supposed to mention something else though. The game itself is a board game. So there's these in the other map, that the other level that I had. There's these 16, 17, 13, 14, 15. The numbers are going to be set there. So when you roll a dice, and let's say you roll a 12, you know that you're going, if you're on number 6, you're going to go all the way up to 18. And then once you go past 18, it switches to another room. So there's going to be 5 rooms, because the traditional Snakes and Ladders game from like thousands of years ago, Snakes and Ladders has 100 different places on the board. I don't know if you get 1 dice or 2 dice, but I'm trying to set the game up for just 1 dice. And then there's going to be cards to go with the dice. So sometimes when you land on a particular, if you land on 15, it could be reserved for like a skeleton or a werewolf or like a zombie or something like that. So you get kicked off of, let's say you land on 14 and 14 is already occupied, you get kicked off of 14, and you have to go back. Quite a ways, honestly, because that's the way Snakes and Ladders works. Trying to work to get about, I don't know, 15 minutes of gameplay. 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay. I don't know if it should go past that. And then having to do all the automations, the animations, automating, like, so in the yoga pants with the stripes, she would be player 4, which is a non-playable character. The playable character is the one in the pajamas. She would be a playable character. I'd have to animate them going to like number 1, and then I'm pretty sure I would want them to not skip directly from 1 to 12. I'm pretty sure I would want them to at least simulate walking past, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have to plan routes for them, depending on where they're going. I have to get them to follow the routes. They have to animate while they're on the routes, and then so there's like a merry-go-round right here. I might want one of them to like latch onto the merry-go-round and take a ride or something like that. So that would provide the arcade-like aspect of it. It's definitely going to be an arcade game. I'm trying to put my best effort into it and stuff like that, and it should be really cool if I can get it finished, or if I can even get the mock-up done. If I can get it done to any extent whatsoever, because it depends on getting Jewel Box done. Non-sequitur is easy. The display system is easy. It's the actual engine mechanics that's the difficult part. I'm still having problems with the animation side, so I've been looking for assistance with that. Not to mention I'm trying to buy assets and stuff like that too, so I'm trying to find what the prices would be, where I can get them from, where it's safe to get them from. And most of the places don't work with Unreal. There's a lot of places you can get stuff, but Turbo Squid didn't work with Unreal. I think there's been 3 others that I found that also don't work with Unreal. So I've been having a lot of problems. But this is my devlog, and it was supposed to be 5 minutes, but this one's a little longer. It's not that bad though, because I'm still practicing, and I don't have multiple cameras or all the things set up for running a YouTube channel anyway. I got the Stream Deck right here, and I actually have the Stream Deck. Oh wow, the Stream Deck just changed my console to cartoon mode. I have no idea what just happened, but all I did is picked up the Stream Deck, which coincidentally, let's see.